Hi, this is going to be your gear preparation video. This video is intended for you to take all of the gear that you purchased in your open water orientation and get it prepped and ready to go so you can hit the water as soon as you arrive for class. The first item on the docket is going to be your gear bag. Now this bag may come folded up like this, where you're going to have to open it and unfold it so that way it all comes out to make a nice little duffel, or it may come already pre-opened up for you. All you need to do is go ahead and open this up, cut off the tags, and then set it to the side so we can put all of your other gear inside of this and you're ready to go. Now, out of all the items that you open, the big thing is going to be your fins. They're going to come in a big plastic bag just like this guy. This is the one bag I want you to set to the side, and you're going to take all of your tags and put everything in there. Because remember, during your class, we can exchange items up or down to make sure that you're comfortable. This is going to make you a more safe and confident diver in the water. Prepping your fins is a really easy thing to do. Once you take them out of the bag, you don't have much to do with them, but the only thing that you have to worry about are your straps. Now these guys are a ratchet style strap that you can just unclip using these top and bottom buttons, and then you just push to slide them back in. You may have purchased spring straps or some sort of replacement, and that's something that you're going to want to do before you come to class so we can fit them properly. And you want to make sure that your fins have what we like to call a finsert on the inside of them. When you're not diving, these are going to keep the shape of the foot pocket right here, and when you are diving, you want to take them out. Other than that, make sure that they are here and then stick them in your gear bag. Next up on our list of things to cover, we have our boots. Now these booties are something that are going to be worn inside of your fins to help keep your feet from rubbing and getting blisters, and also they're just attached together most likely with a little plastic string. Just go ahead and cut these tags off, set them to the side, and you're going to be using these as you're gearing up to hit the water. Another easy item to get prepared for your class is going to be your surface marker buoy. You may have gotten a yellow one, you may have gotten an orange one. Who knows, maybe you have one with a shark on the top of it. All you need to do is take it out of the bag, set it to the side, and you're going to be good to go. Another easy to assemble item is going to be your slate. Now this guy is great for underwater communication, and he's made of plastic. Now if you use the high-tech thing called a pencil on the other side, you're going to be able to write any notes when hand signals just aren't enough. You're also going to be able to use your Spit Scrub mask cleaner that's going to allow you to clean your slate when you're done, so it's always going to be fresh and brand new. Now inside of this bag is also going to be a split ring and a clip that you're going to have to mount onto the slate. Easiest thing to do is you're going to take the split ring here, you're going to open it up, and you're going to slide it into the opening at the top of the slate like so. The next thing that you're going to have to do is take the bottom portion of the clip and you're going to run that through the split ring. This is going to ensure that when you mount it onto your buoyancy control device within your diving life, that you're not going to lose the slate because it fell off the clip. And when it's done, it's going to look just like this. A knife. This guy is going to be something that you can mount directly to your BCD. Now on the inside of the box, you're going to see a little bag in here, and it has what we like to call barnacle nuts. We're going to mount them right into these little holes if you have a total dive system, and then you're good to go. But first, we have to know how to take the knife in and out of its sheath. Right here on the sides, you have these little gray rails. You're going to push down and squeeze and pull it back, and now your knife is out. Put it back in. All you have to do is lock it in. If you haven't purchased a total dive system yet, no worries. You're still able to carry your knife with you. Included in your gear package, we're going to have these knife straps. In just a second, we're going to show you how to put them together, but these are going to mount to the calf of your leg, and then this way, they're going to be nice and snug, so this way you have it accessible at all times in the water. The first thing when dealing with your knife straps is you just need to take your knife and set it to the side for just a moment. Now your knife strap, you're going to see on one side you have a nice thicker piece that you're not going to be able to pull through the strap. This is going to help lock it in. The other side is going to have a very loose piece that you would use to tighten up the strap. The first thing we need to do is just take this out of the plastic snap portion of the knife strap and undo it like so. Then you're going to take off this other little rubber piece right here, which is going to be used to keep the strap from flapping while you're diving. On your knife, on the sheath, you're going to see these little openings on the side. This is going to be where you're going to be running your knife strap through. So you're going to take the rubber piece, run it through just like so. You are then going to take the rubber piece that you took off and slide it back onto the strap. This is going to be on the outside of your leg, so you're going to be able to mount it. Then you're going to take the rubber and you're going to run it just through the same way that you took it out of the knife strap, going back through both sides and tightening it up. Once it is tightened back into the strap, you'll have to make adjustments to get it mounted to your leg, but that is super simple to do once you're in your class. So when you're done assembling your knife straps, you're going to make sure that they are going through the top and the bottom of the sheath of the knife. Now, you also want to make sure that the outside rubber edge is facing towards the outside, so when you clip it together, everything is able to be adhered and put together onto your leg. It's going to look just like this when it's finished. The next item is going to be your mask that you need to get prepared for your class. Now, you may have gotten a PureKiller lens, or you may have gotten a UV coated lens. Both of them are fantastic and do their own individual things. In order to get your mask prepped, you just need to take it out of its case that it came in. You already know that it fits, at least at the surface, because that's what we did here in your gear orientation. But now you need to get the strap set accordingly. You want to go ahead and put the mask on your face and put the strap over your head, and then you want to be able to comfortably pull the mask about an inch away from your face. Once it's there, you're going to be all set for the water. We can make little micro adjustments as needed, but the pressure of the water is going to help keep the mask sealed and not flood when you're underwater. Once you do that, there's just a couple more steps in order to do this, and we're going to get into those now. Another item in your gear package is going to be your Spit Scrub Combo Pack. This is something that's going to be used to prepare your mask for your class, and it's something that needs to be done before you come in. The scrub that's in here, which is going to look just like this, is a bottle that is going to be used to get the film off the inside of your lens that is going to help your mask from not fogging when you're in the water. The other item, the spit, is something that's going to be used to defog your mask right before you get in. But the first step is to scrub. This needs to be done at home. So all you need to do is you're going to take the scrub and you're going to take a dime size and put it on each side of the lens just like this. The scrub is then going to be used with a toothbrush, preferably an old one because you don't want to use a new one that you're about to use. And you're going to scrub the inside of this lens for 2 minutes on each side. This is going to help to break down the film. Now, if you have a UV coated lens just like this one, you do not want to scrub the outside of the lens. This is to be used only on the inside. As you can see here, it's getting a little gritty, and that's exactly what you want to see. While you're scrubbing with a fairly soft toothbrush, it's going to wipe away that little filament on the inside that's going to keep you from fogging up. You're going to rinse this out with water after 2 minutes, and then you're going to do it again. I would say do it 3 to 4 times, and everything is going to be set just for you. Your snorkel is something that needs to be used for all confined and open water training, and really is something that you need to have so you always have some sort of air in your mouth when at the surface of the water. Now, each clip can be a little bit different, but this snorkel, which is the base snorkel in our package, is just a little clip right on the side that you're going to pull up to be able to put it on. It goes onto your mask on the left side. When you're in your open water class, you're going to know that your regulator is going to be located on your right. So on the left is where your snorkel needs to be. For this one in particular, you just pull back and you're going to put both straps underneath the actual clip of the snorkel, and you're going to mount it right on the front. As you can see, it is covering both silicone straps. Another thing, like the Atomic SV2 snorkel, it has a permanent clip that you can attach, and you are going to do the same exact thing with that one, but now you can remove and replace your snorkel as needed.
The last thing that's going to be included in your package is a Dive Ventures mask strap.
Hey Drago, you're looking a little bit different there, mate.
Whoopsie doodles. Now, we have a couple different types of mask straps. The first one is going to be the Easy Wrap strap. This one simply is just going to be Velcro that you undo off the bottom, and you are going to cover the backside of your mask strap, which is going to make it easier to slide on and off your head. If you chose to get the Easy Wrap strap, this one has 2 pieces of Velcro that are going to actually replace the silicone strap on your mask. In order to do this is going to be a little bit more work, but you're just going to have to manhandle the strap out of the clip that's going to be holding it. And then on the side, you're going to have a plastic piece that you're either going to pull up or push some buttons to take the mask strap out. Once you go ahead and pull that out of the actual mask, then we have to adhere the mask strap. Make sure it's facing the right direction. So in this case, it's going to be facing this way, up with the front of the mask. You're going to undo the Velcro piece off the back, and then you're going to start on the outside portion of the mask securement piece on the outside, and you're just going to run it through just like that. And then you're going to adhere the Velcro to the side. You're going to do the same thing on the other side of the strap, replace it with this side, and then when you're in class or beforehand, you're going to have to make that adjustment so it fits your face properly. You don't want it too tight, and remember, you want to be able to pull it about an inch away from your face once everything's secured. The last thing that I want to cover are going to be a few accessory items that you may or may not have picked up during your open water gear presentation. Now, the first thing that we're going to talk about are Lycra socks. I personally never dive without them, and these guys are fantastic because it's going to keep your feet from rubbing inside your boot, and it's also going to make getting your booties on and off easier whether your feet are dry or wet. So really great product to have. Now, just like everything else, you want to take it out of the packaging and set the actual tag for this item into your fin bag that you set to the side earlier, just to make sure that you keep all the tags. When you take them out, easy to unpack, and then you're going to go ahead and just fold them together to keep them together just like this. The next item that we want to hit is going to be some Slosh, which is a gear cleaner. Comes in a 4-ounce bottle like this guy, or even a 1-ounce travel size bottle here if you're doing any of your flights to your dive destinations. Now, we have rinse bins here in the shop, and most dive sites are going to have some sort of rinse bin set up as well, but this is something that you're going to use to help keep the smell down and neutralize odors in your gear, and also to help maintain it right before you hang it up when you get home. So really great thing to put in the bathtub at the hotel before you fly home from your dive trip, or once you get home, you can do the same thing, and then you're going to let your gear air dry, and it's going to smell just wonderful. Last item that we want to hit are going to be gloves. Now, the gloves are something that we really highly recommend that you have while diving, especially if you go on a Keys trip with us. Generally, your 5th dive of our trip is going to be to the Spiegel Grove. Now, this is a deeper wreck, and they have mooring lines that are going to be in the water for years and years and years. So you have barnacles, maybe some coral growth on there, and you don't want to cut your hands. So wearing gloves are not only going to give you a little bit of thermal protection, but also that environmental protection as well. And it's something that you definitely want to use in the pool before you go to the open water, because it's going to change your dexterity. So I highly recommend you pick them up, practice with them in the pool, and then let's go blow some bubbles together. Now that pretty much wraps up our gear preparation video. And I, myself, and everybody else here at Dive Ventures Alpharetta wants to personally thank you for trusting us with all of your scuba needs. As a thank you to you, don't forget that you also get 10% off your wetsuit as an open water student, so long as you get it during your class. We want to make sure that you're prepared for any open water environment, whether it be on a trip with us or a trip of your own. Now, don't forget that all of your packaging went into the original fin bag that you had when you first started breaking down all of your gear to get it prepared for class. Keep that set to the side, don't throw it out, and if we need to make those exchanges up or down throughout your class, we're going to be able to do that for you. Now, we can't wait for you to get in the pool and start blowing bubbles, and we all hope that we get to dive with you in the very near future.